ladies and gentlemen. First key bind, notice your steering switch or button. It's not binded, it is binded by default, but you just have to find it. Anyway, it's a press and hold. Move forward, press and hold. Of course, I'm going to be an amateur at taxiing since I don't particularly care how realistic it is. So far, I think they've done a pretty good job for the cockpit. I don't dislike it. There's some of the Georgian Mirage F1s standing on standby. Right here, for some reason, you need to trim all the way forwards. There's also no controls indicator. I'm pressing it, nothing. No controls indicator. Whatever. So just trim the aircraft forwards. That's all I can really recommend right now. Just trim the aircraft forwards or hold your stick forwards as much as you can when taking off. For some reason, your flaps is down here, so for some reason, how can I show this? For some reason, when your flaps are down, the aircraft seems to behave normally. I don't know why, but that's at least how it looks like to me. So let's put the flaps down. Sorry. Now let's take off. Full throttle. Gear up and maintain that afterburner. You'll see now what I mean when I say it seems to behave normally. Now all of a sudden it wants to pitch all the way up. Of course, I've already trimmed it, so it's not as aggressive as on your first time. Maintain the afterburner until we hit 400 knots. Okay, now you can bring back on the afterburner and go to, I guess, military power or full military power. I don't know how to say it correctly. While we are here, I got some ordnance. I've got a gun pod, about 6 bombs, and rocket pods. Rocket pods. Quick attempt in the active pause. So, for weapons. The selection over here in pairs. This tells you which station it is. Since our bombs are in the inner station, you want to put it at the inner station. Okay? Now let's see them drop. The key bind is weapon release. Also, this might be useful. Gun trigger. there goes 2 bombs. Somewhere. Those ripple bombs. Kind of self-explanatory at this point. I'm assuming these also do pairs. Yep, they do. And these do single. This is your rockets. So for us, this is going to be on our outer stations. Outer stations. And of course, same button. Weapon release. Press and hold, and multiple will come out. Next thing is our center line. For this fire, your gun, press this. And now it's in the on position, I hope. Let's see which button it is. It's the gun trigger button. Of course you can always turn it off. There you go, there's all the weapons. Now, let's go back and land. Air brakes button is B by default. You will hear it. Time to deploy your flaps. Show more. Gear down. I'm just going to assume you already know from other aircraft what speed usually you want to do your flaps down and gear down. If you don't know, it's usually below 300 knots. At least for much modern aircraft. Okay. Go beneath 250 knots. Turn in. Honestly, I don't know what else to give you except good luck. Maybe so I can actually see the runway. Currently somewhere almost above 200 knots. Let's dive down. Below 200 knots. Oh no, I'm floating. Okay, so I was in a takeoff position, not for landing flaps. No. Flare, there we go. Now you want to use your rudder to keep it aligned with the runway. And of course, air brakes out. Now I can go off and taxi. I just want to add that was my first time landing the jet. I was quite surprised with myself. I hope this was somewhat useful. Adios.